Hello?
Yeah, I'm calling for Chelsea Peretti.
Hold.
What?
They can hear it.
Why did you just do that?
Too much.
That's crazy. This is the worst start we've ever had.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I don't know.
Call from
Spencer.
Spencer, I'm so sorry that my insolent sound engineer just put you on hold, but hung up on you. I mean, I was looking at him like, are you fucking out of your mind? I'm like, that's Spencer. We needed to talk to Spencer. And like, he's just over there like going like, what? What are you going to do about it? I'm like, Dustin.
Was that Dustin Marshall?
Yeah. He straight hung up in your face, Spence.
Well, it'll happen sometimes. I'm not mad. I know you are, but let's just move past it if we can.
Were you on Big Brother?
No, but I did listen to McCraven's Flop last
Whoa,
week.
whoa. Oh, that's what I called it.
Yeah.
I thought you were calling him an insult. McCraven Slap.
That's a direct quote from the name of your show.
You're right. I get it now.
I know. It's cool.
Spencer, do you have an eating disorder?
Do I have an eating disorder? I'm about to go pick up 5 dishes from an Asian restaurant.
You're out of control.
I'm hitting rock bottom as we speak. Delicious pan-fried rock bottom.
Well, I'm here today with a special guest, Chico Omawale. Maybe you could set up an intro of her, like set up the episode by just giving a really heartfelt intro to Chico.
Chico, can you spell that for me? Does it start with a T?
It's
correct.
It's PSY.
P-S-Y-C-H-O.
Yeah. But it's pronounced Chico.
Well, I can give an intro, just a general, personal intro.
Great.
But is there something that I could
That sounds perfect.
He or she may have done in the past?
Is this your intro?
Yeah. Please welcome, live from the Cienega Strip, Chico. That's a Todd Glass rap.
Oh, right. I was like, don't you know we record downtown?
At the Staples Center. I know
That's
that.
it, my boy. Spencer, you tuned in, you listened, you showed up, you gave us the intro of a lifetime. You are the man.
Do I get a drop somewhere?
Hello, this is Burbank.
Chico Yadabade. That's a spitball because I don't remember this person's last name. So what are you guys doing?
We're going to talk about eating disorders. You really aren't going to be able to bring much to the table.
True. I overeating occasionally is not really, I wouldn't classify that as a disorder. Wonderful.
All right, well, we're going to try to find someone who's deeply disturbed. But thank you so much for your energy, your warmth, and the intro of Chico Omawale.
I'm glad I can help you guys.
Bye, Spence.
Bye, Chow.
All right, so here today at the Staples center of the floor, we have young Chico.
Call from
Jacob.
Chelsea, it's been too long.
Girl, I know. Do you have an eating disorder?
Do I have an eating disorder? I don't. I feel that I probably eat too much. Is that bad? Don't hang up on me because I don't have an eating disorder. I still want to talk to Chico. Chico, how are you?
I'm good.
So, tell me more about this movie. I'm very excited about it.
Okay, Mr. Hosty Host.
Is this the Jacob that's on
trying to act
Instagram and
cool.
Twitter?
Yeah, I'm following you all over the place.
Oh, that's
On the
awesome.
internet.
Thank you.
Ding, ding, ding. Uh-oh, looks like we're out of time. Goodbye.
Oh no.
I'm just going to laugh for the next
Well,
5
you
minutes.
might as well answer his question and
okay.
talk about your movies, since that's
Okay.
why we're all assembled today.
Thank you.
Celebration of creativity, spirit,
See, I'm
vision,
trying to-
and
yeah,
follow
it's
through.
like good that I'm hosting, right?
You can be quiet right now. We're just getting into
Okay.
this little description of her movie. You did a great job.
Okay.
So this is my first feature that I'm doing, and I made a short, and it's online, so you can watch that. And it's inspired by my own shit that I went through when I was a teenager and into my 20s.
Incorrect. This is a glamorization of disorders of the mind.
I think when we should let Chelsea do a commentary on the DVD. That's just
Oh, God.
she like speaks through it and then does sound effects when she when there's a
I'd be
dramatic
scared.
moment.
No, thank
she
you.
hits that buzzer
No,
sound.
thank you.
That's Chico's
That's
song.
exactly how I feel.
Hey, that's how everyone feels who's trying to helm a creative process in a world in which no one gives a fuck.
I give a fuck about both of you, hardcore.
Fucking shut up!
Just kidding. I take
I'm
it
coming
back.
across too.
No, you're coming. I'm just I'm a little button happy right now. Okay, I'm a
okay.
little button happy. I gotta be
know,
honest
I
with
do-
you,
I was
man. I'm a
gonna talk
little
about-
button happy. I'm a little button happy.
I just want to say that I agree pretty thoroughly with you in terms of you were tweeting about AC earlier today.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
My point-
True. I was. It's too much. People are just too crazy about it, and I feel uncomfortable.
Listen, I think AC is a great thing for reducing humidity and that stuffy feeling, but also AC can create a sterile air and it can be too cold. Like, I wish it was just less cold and less strong of an airflow, and then I'd be fine with it. It's just something to kind of neutralize the air rather than make it an ice fucking box. And every man I've ever dated loves to fucking AC the shit out of the bedroom and then get under a heavy blanket. Now, I will sweat my motherfucking balls off in that situation. And I'm not saying I have balls, Jacob, but okay, I do.
You do?
And they stick to my leg under heavy duvets. They stick to my thigh. Anyway, this movie is an exploration of, what is it? AC and testicles.
Ball sweat.
It's an exploration of air conditioning and eating disorders.
God, if you don't have an eating disorder, what do you really have to offer us? The movie is not a documentary.
No, it's a coming of age story. It's a narrative. So it's not the truth, but it is based on shit that I've gone through. And I will soon announce the star of the film, knock on wood, maybe in like 2 weeks.
Is it Halle Berry?
Oh, that's awesome.
That would
She
be
could
a real
pull,
get.
She could pull off any age.
She could pull off 19. Yeah, my character is
Yeah,
supposed
for
to
sure.
actually be 17, and then the other one's supposed to be 19.
So you get to do what every director loves to do, is find an undiscovered talent and potentially bring them to the people.
I actually want to do that for, I want to do that for the girl who ends up being the troubled neighbor. Yeah.
Oh. Well, do you have any room for like a 5'6" redhead? Me.
Let me get back to you, Jacob.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm very excited about the whole process, and I just am really excited about Kickstarter stuff because I helped kickstart Jenny Slate's whole project.
Oh, I
and that
loved
was
her
awesome.
movie.
So, yeah, it was so good, and I was so excited to
That's awesome. Well, I thank you for all your support on the interwebs.
That receipt earlier today too. That was how crazy is that? I was.
That was
freaking out over
insane.
the Susan Bong receipt. Yeah.
Someone had a receipt
Love
and
that.
their server's name was Susan Bong. I just about
Susan
bonged
Bong.
out of my bing bongs. Yeah, it was crazy. Anyway, Jacob, listen, thank you so much for your soul searching in this call, and
Yeah, I was so deep, right? I reached real deep.
Have you seen My Week with Marilyn, the redheaded star?
Oh, yeah. What's his name? Eddie. His name's like Eddie Redmayne or something like that. Weird.
Don't
too.
try to
Like,
act blasé about it. I'm sure you've had to idolize every
I have
redheaded.
several posters of him in my room. I just always try to get people to tell me that I look like him very casually.
Yeah, exactly. What's his name?
It is Eddie Redmayne, but I feel weird about. I don't know if it's
No, I
Redmayne.
think that is.
Actually.
I think that is it.
Well, that's cool.
Well, anyway.
Have you been hanging out with Liza Dye at all? Because I know that she's in LA now.
No, I actually saw Liza the other night. She seems to be well. I think she's enjoying her visit here in LA, and she's on a powerful journey. Okay.
She is on a powerful journey.
Okay. All right.
You should put Liza in your movie, Chico.
Liza, she is an actress, actually. I want to see the stuff that she's done.
You know what's interesting is that in this time that we live in, everyone thinks they're a casting director. Everyone's like, no, everyone will tweet me who I should have on my podcast and at that person. What if I don't want them on my podcast? You've now put me in a socially awkward situation. Like everyone's like, here's who you should have on it. Here's what you should talk about. It's like, hold up. What's your qualifications? Anyway, listen, Jacob.
I watch a lot of TV.
You better-
I did do that only once.
Actually, can I ask you a casting question? I want to ask you a casting question. Tell me who you think would be. So if I had to have a character and it was like Jimi Hendrix times the guy from Joy Division times Bela times Jim Morrison, but playing like 23 years old.
Kid
like,
Cudi.
What actor? Really?
I mean, he's skinny. That's what made me think of Jim Morrison. He's like really slim.
But does he have that like depressive, sexy, amorous like thing going on where like
seems like it? Remember his song? That one song was
the
very,
first one, Day and Night.
Yeah, that's very like sexy, depressive song. I would say.
Kind of. I don't know why. Something about him. I'm like. I like the guy from Short Term 12.
Never seen or
Stephanie
heard.
was in that movie with
which
him.
one? The Brie Larson's like boyfriend in the movie?
No, the black guy. I'm talking about a black actor.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah. I know
he
what
was
his name is, but
amazing.
that movie was killer,
Yeah. I don't know who
and
else.
everybody was pretty awesome.
You know what else is killer? Jodi Arias,
Ted Bundy.
Pistorius.
Hey, okay, I want to ask you a question. Do you ever confuse like serial killer names with names of people who are absolutely not serial killers? Like, who's the guy who's like the chess wizard?
You need to formulate this question better before bringing it to a public forum.
Sorry, but who's the guy who's the chess genius?
Oh, the crazy guy that they're making a movie about? Or he was crazy?
He was racist or he hated Jews or something. I forget his name. But honestly, we're getting so off track. We have to talk about Chico's movie. Stay blessed, Jacob.
Yeah.
You're truly one of the internet heroes driving a generation of...
Oh, man, thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye,
Can I use that
Jacob!
quote in my resume? Bye.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Jacob!
of course, in your bio.
I feel like I'm so awkward on this podcast.
How intimate are you supposed to be with someone who tweets to you? Like, I don't know. It's an interesting time we live in. Shout out to Jacob though. What a powerful spirit.
He does make me feel better.
That's how I feel at core though at times. You know what I mean? Oh God. Where am I? I need water. Oh God.
I want some girls to call.
Why don't you tweet about it with the number?
I shall do that.
Shut up. Ugh. Someone with one follower just insulted me. Oh, God, that is so funny. I am going to block him, but it's just so funny to me. Like, of course you have one follower. You're awful.
What's the number again?
323.
My new shit is muting people. Okay. I said something about AC, Mikey Thomas, Taxidermy Jones on Twitter. He's like, first world problems. Bloop. Going over to mute. Bloop. Boom. Done. I never have to hear you say first world problems again. So anyone who says any jerky little thing to me, I'm muting. And it's like fucking eating a piece of cake. Speaking of eating disorders. I love it. I love it. Is your movie going to have both bulimia and anorexia?
No anorexia, but a little bit of bulimia, but it's mostly going to be
Binging.
Exactly, binging, which most people don't really like think about as an eating disorder. And I remember
That's because we live in America with 3Ks.
So weird. I don't know like how open to be. It's very strange to be doing something where it's like you're revealing this very private thing, but that if you reveal it will help other people. But with respects to anorexia, I remember thinking that I was too weak to be anorexic or bulimic because I couldn't do that. So I didn't know I had an eating disorder really.
Wait, hold up. So you only binge? No.
Yes.
Oh,
well,
shit,
I
that's
restricted
like
with
real...
exercise. Remember when I used to go to boot camp all the time at like 5 a.m?
Yeah, that shit was nonsense. That was nonsense.
It was fun though.
So there's going to be binging.
There's going to be binging. There's going to be, I don't want to say too much about the movie. I don't want to give away everything, but basically it's about a girl who like thinks she can help everybody. And then she realizes that she has a problem herself.
Call from
James.
James.
More guys.
Hello?
James.
Hey, Chelsea.
Do you have an eating disorder?
No, I don't.
Oh.
call from
Thomas. Thomas.
What if this was my ex?
Do you have an eating disorder?
No, I don't.
Okay. Hanging up. Who has an eating disorder? Call the pod. Call the pod. No one can hear me right now. Call the pod. Call the pod. I tweeted, but I should have said what to call about. What to call about. Oopsie doopsie. I guess I should. Okay.
call from
Gwen.
A girl.
Hello?
Gwen.
Yes?
Hey, hon.
Hi. Oh my god. This is like the first time I've actually gotten an answer.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm here with Chico Omawale, legendary filmmaker and LA resident. Dear colleague of mine. We went to college together in New York City. Chico's here today to talk about her Kickstarter campaign for a feature film she wants to make about women with eating disorders. And we're not just talking white women, guys. We're talking this affects all different communities. She's going to be looking at a woman who struggles with binging and what does this do to her life, her relationships with others? Where does it come from?
So she struggles with, I'm sorry, what did you say she struggles with?
With binging, binge eating, binging, binge eating, binging, binge eating.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying agents for a while. Sorry. Oh, binge eating. Yeah, it's definitely a problem. Not something that anyone would want to have. That's for sure.
Uh-oh, maybe you shouldn't make this movie.
I know. You guys are killing me.
I don't know if everyone cares about
this. It's definitely something that, you should raise awareness about.
Well, I have to say that there are people...
I'm totally all for that.
I think it'd be hard for people to actually get on the call and talk about their eating disorder. Most people hide it. So it's kind of like it's a difficult thing to talk about.
The thing is a podcast is relatively anonymous, right? I mean, your face isn't there, your last name isn't there. We take out the first name.
Well,
whatever.
you knew my name, which was kind of scary.
You could have lied.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's in whatever you set up for your account. That's why I have your name.
Oh, yeah. Well, true. I guess that.
So...
But yeah, I think it's a good thing that you're raising awareness about binge eating and like eating disorders because it's a lot of things. It's like something that goes unnoticed a lot.
Exactly.
And so, like, especially I'm a college student. I'm a sophomore in college. And so, like, especially, like, around people my age and, you know, even younger, like, high school, especially with girls and some guys even suffer from eating disorders. And, like, it really goes unnoticed because, like you just said, they don't really come to the forefront and, like, want to discuss, you know, their problems about, you know, having that disorder.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing to tell somebody, oh, I can't stop eating. I'm just locking
Right,
myself up
yeah.
in my room and I'm just eating all day, all night.
Right, and it's hard to, like, you know, face the truth about that, you know, with other people and, you know, sometimes even with yourself.
Do you have any friends that have an eating disorder that have, like, come out to you?
No, I don't. My mom, she, like, back when she was, you know, my age, she was a dancer, and my mom's, like, really squatty. So she's a really short frame. And so she was always, like, she didn't have problems with, like, binge eating, but she had problems with anorexia.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, just really I know they're two completely different animals, but all eating disorders kind of go hand in hand.
They're kind of the same. I mean, you do different things, but they all come from the same place. But a lot of
Right,
dancers,
exactly.
too, deal with that stuff. One of the characters in my film's a dancer, actually.
Oh, wow. Well, see, exactly.
Yeah.
My mom's, like, 5'2", and she was always worried about me in, like, high school because I was, like, really thin. And then I guess the freshman 15 hit, and she was like, oh, you're fine.
I thought it was the freshman 10.
Oh, I guess it's the freshman 15. That's what I hear.
Damn.
That's what everyone told me when I graduated.
Did you gain any weight, Chelsea? You didn't gain any weight.
I don't know. It's possible. I feel like my weight just goes
I
up
gained,
and
like,
down.
15 pounds. I gained a good chunk of weight.
There's a weird phenomenon, the freshman 10 or the freshman 15. It's like, why is that?
Really, though, I had to buy all new jeans, and it was not pleasant. I think I cried a few times.
What's your favorite snack?
Oh, why do you have to do this to me? Probably Snyder's of Hanover. The pretzel pieces, the buffalo ones.
Okay, so
I
savory.
really like those.
Savory.
It's really specific. They talk about them if you've ever watched the show Psych with Dule Hill and James Roday.
Fancy names, eh? Fancy
Right.
names.
It was like on USA. I think it just ended, but they were really big on the Snyders of Hanover, and I guess that's kind of what got me into it. I'm influenced a lot by TV.
Yeah. It's a very powerful medium. Uh-oh.
It really is.
Oh, shit. We gotta go.
This is so weird.
I mean...
I don't know.
I mean...
I wish one of those
Call
emo
from-
girls on Instagram would call.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
I can't believe this is happening right now. Is this Chelsea?
Chelsea and Chico.
Hey, Tycho.
Hello.
Who is this?
This is Charlotte.
Charlotte, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm in bed recovering from 3 broken ribs.
Oh my God,
Damn.
what happened? Who is he?
His name is Mike Tyson, and it was a rough relationship.
What really happened, though? This seems promising.
No, I honestly tripped and hit a bike rail with my ribs. So.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Yeah. So is there a topic today?
Eating
or do I need
disorders.
to bring something to the table? Eating disorders. Okay. I had what was called exercise bulimia during my early college days.
Oh, shit. I know about that.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. The doctor said it was partially fueled from being prescribed too much Adderall.
Does Adderall make you
And it
high? What does Adderall
It
do?
makes you feel like you constantly have to be moving and doing stuff, and so
Oh, is that like
and it
something
cuts
for you
your-
to focus? Why do they prescribe? Oh, okay.
yeah, it's for
Oh.
ADD. And so you don't eat and you don't even think about it, but you feel like you have to be doing something all the time. And it just gets you into this mental space where you'll be sitting and studying and then think, I need to run up and down the dorm stairs 100 times in a row. And it just develops into like a psychosis that you kind of have to depend on. But that's pretty much my experience with that firsthand, and I've got lots of secondhand experience with it, which is pretty sad.
What's the secondhand experience? What happened to your friends?
Yeah. I had a friend who has now passed away. This is going to be such a bummer of a call.
It seems fun. I'm not kidding. Seems like a lighthearted romp into a dead person with an eating disorder.
This is what always happens. I always bring up the
Right.
fun conversations.
Yes. So she was an alcoholic, and she was an alcoholic because she had such extreme anorexia and bulimia.
Oh, damn.
So she would drink instead of eat to kind of take her mind off of it.
Yeah.
And she went to several inpatient places and would always end up getting kicked out for breaking the rules. And after about 8 years of different treatments, she finally just kind of gave up and sprayed a bottle of hairspray into a
Jesus
glass
Christ.
and drank it, and it killed her.
God damn. I was not expecting that.
People don't really realize how like prevalent it is because so many people are so good at hiding it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying before. It's like a weird thing because like I feel like for me when I was just coming out with it, like a lot of my, because I'm not like obese, like a lot of my friends were just like, whatever, Tycho, you're just being emo. And it really was like fucked up for me to like feel like something was wrong and not have help, but then have everybody tell me that like I was just being emotional about it. And then when I found
and get over it. Just eat.
Exactly.
Just stop exercising.
Exactly.
You're
just
get
thick.
Over it. No, I can't. It's not that easy.
Exactly. I feel like people definitely, I think if I like tell people, just imagine alcohol, but then just switch food for it, then that like helps a little bit more.
Why? Most people don't understand it with alcohol at all.
Really? I feel like alcoholism
right.
at least.
It's weird. I still, with the stuff recently coming out with Robin Williams and stuff, can't believe that there are still so many people being like, I just don't understand why alcoholics can't just drink in moderation. What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I thought we had gotten past this thinking already. Like, that it was widely understood why alcoholics and addicts and people with eating disorders, it's not in their control.
No.
Like, it's just not that easy to get over.
No, totally not. I think it was like one of the toughest things that I had to do. But
what?
Was like stopping binging. Like I feel like I remember when I when I like would not I didn't want to like leave the house.
I bet you went through like physical and mental like withdrawal.
Yeah, I remember one time I actually felt like I looked like a person on heroin, like what you know in movies when you see people coming off of heroin and they're like writhing around in the bed. That was me because I was like, I won't be able to eat bread and pancakes anymore. And it was pretty crazy. But
meanwhile, you didn't have to stop eating pancakes, did you?
I found gluten-free pancakes.
So life is never as harsh as it seems, guys. Hang in there, all right? No matter who you are, there's something you can eat that feels bad, even if it's not.
Chico, can I ask, was it binging and purging or just like binging?
Binging, and then I would like work out a ton to like try and burn off all the food I ate.
You just wouldn't throw it up. That's what I had the same thing.
Yeah, exercise bulimia.
Late night, 3 a.m. I would order half the pizza menu and then immediately go to the gym.
I don't understand how
6 hours.
See, it's hard for me to participate because I'm going to say something ignorant. But I'm like, how did you not just have to shit instantly? How do you eat like a full pizza menu and not need to? Like,
that's part of
your
the purging
body
too. When people
so
shit out all the food that you eat.
That like you
said you didn't purge though.
Your whole digestive system is just like shot to hell. Like you don't know. You're not on any kind of schedule. You're not on any kind of like you don't know, when you have those kind of eating habits, you just,
Shit's fucked
Yeah.
up.
yeah, you just don't know when you're going to shit and when you're not going to shit. And when your stomach hurts so bad that you can't get out of bed for 2 days because you, like I said, ate half of the pizza menu.
Yep.
Sometimes I don't know when my dog is going to shit. I'm like, is it going to happen or not, you rascal? I take him on a walk. I'm like, please shit. I'm just staring into his beautiful black eyes. Please shit, you little angel.
Does your dog lay around making weird noises when it needs to go to the bathroom? Because mine is doing that right now.
No, I wish he would. I do wish my dog could talk, even if just to say, I have to shit and I'm hungry. I have to shit, I have to pee, and I'm hungry. If he could say those things, our relationship would be so much easier.
But just those 3 things. And I love you unconditionally.
That he says with his eyes. And with his constant cuddling. He's a little cuddle bug. He is a little guy. He is a little guy. You know what I like to call my dog?
I feel like you're so good about not revealing his name, and I want it to be like that for forever.
Yeah. You know what I call him? Sometimes I like to call him Little Papa. Hey, Little Papa. Hi. Hi, Little Papa. Hey, Little Papa. It makes me
looks
laugh.
off in the distance.
It just seems really funny to ascribe like some sort of like authority status to him, but also be like diminutive about it. Hey, little papa. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so listen, you guys purged. You binged. You didn't purge. You binged only. You didn't do it. You only ate pizza. Now, here's the thing. If you had one day left to live with your new healthful eating, would you go to the binging for that final day or not?
I don't think so.
I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, I would. If I knew it was the last day, I would probably be at like a China buffet.
I would do drugs.
You would?
Yeah, I would straight go.
You do
crazy.
drugs now. Maybe you have other issues too.
Yeah, I also feel like I'd be like, well, it's time to see what all the fuss was about, more than I already know.
Have you ever seen that website where they have prisoners on death row their last meals and they can have whatever they want?
Yes.
That
yes.
shit.
Apple
I
pie.
have so many questions about that.
Does that shit trigger you?
Like,
Is that what it's like? Is that what you eat every meal like when you have an eating disorder? It's like you're on death row and you're about to go out. Those shits are so fascinating to me. Like one will be like 5 cheeseburgers, a fried chicken sandwich, a milkshake, a cherry pie, vanilla bean ice cream, and then another one will be like a pot of black coffee and a pack of cigarettes. And I'm like, oh,
that's what I would do. I'd
you're
smoke
gangster.
cigarettes.
You're gangster though. Can you imagine?
Can they just ask for something that can be made in the prison, or if like you're like, I have to have In-N-Out before I die?
It seems. I don't know. I don't notice brands on it, and maybe there's a price limit. Like I don't see like caviar, and lobster. Maybe there's lobster. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, I don't know.
I know I've seen Burger King on there before, and was and that's what threw off my thinking was like, so they can get something from outside of the prison.
A lot of Red Lobster requests, I bet.
those Cheddar Bay biscuits. I mean,
it's weird. It's
last memory.
I wonder what Italian people do who have eating disorders. Yeah, because pasta is it's so much a part of my upbringing is eating pasta.
One of my doctors told me there were a lot of celiacs in Italy.
Really?
Yeah, that's a problem. I can Google it and see
So
if that's
weird.
true.
Or like, I don't know. I never want to let you go. I never want to I never know much pasta. I love you. Look how he's looking at you.
Hi, friend. Hi, friend. Oh, he just put his little wet nose on me. I love when they do that.
But
and
he
they gave me a
licks
little
on
lick. I love it. Hi.
Anyway, well, I don't know, guys. I mean, do you have any tips for any young person listening who might struggle with an eating issue and hasn't found a solution yet?
I would definitely say that they're most likely in an environment, if they're young, where the people around them in their peer group probably won't understand what they're going through. And so to definitely ask for help from a psychiatrist or therapist. And that's, not in a lot of people's, a lot of people can't afford that.
I know.
And so I would say to really, find a way to sneak off somewhere and call a hotline if you have to. Like, just talk to somebody that will not be patronizing or dismissive.
Right.
And outside of your peer group.
I mean, I think that's why, for me, like, this movie is not a documentary, but I feel like, imagine if you're a kid or you're like in college and then you see this movie that's like fun, but then one of the characters is dealing with the shit that you thought only you had an issue with, then it might, I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the fun parts that people can look forward to?
Ooh, like first time having sex and dancing and makeovers. I love coming of age stories. So I'm basically putting a lot of the shit that I love watching on like teenage movies in my film.
Oh, Becca, you're making a film?
Yes.
Or you made one?
No, I'm making a film. I'm actually in my second week of my Kickstarter campaign to raise money for the film. And then I'm going to shoot it October, November.
And how do people find the Kickstarter?
You can go to my website, solacefilm.com.
SOLACE for the dummies.
Film.com. And it will take you to the link for the Kickstarter.
Awesome. Are you planning on shooting in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Well, dang.
You wanted to be in it?
Atlanta. No, I work in the film industry, and so.
Oh, cool.
I would want to work on it because it seems like such a cool project.
Well, maybe it's time to get out to LA, get a little credit going, meet some people.
Have some fun.
I'm out there some, but I do feel like I need to, even though there's so much going on in Georgia right now, and I was in New Orleans too.
I love NOLA.
You know what I think is like, I really do feel like there was a time in my youth, like I feel like in the 90s there was all these indie films and there was so many different voices, and I feel like now there's like, it feels like there's only huge films. It doesn't feel like the indie thing is happening as much, and I feel like then you start losing different perspectives, and so hopefully Kickstarter is impacting that. What do you guys think as people in the film industry?
I definitely agree. And I feel like a lot of the indie films that we're seeing now are mostly foreign, that, are getting any kind of distribution where a wide audience sees it. And I just wish more American indie filmmakers had a way to make
They're making
films,
them.
and
I think you have
what's
to go
so
to
great
film
about Kickstarter.
festivals. Yeah, they're making them. I think you gotta go to film festivals, and then people are doing shit online.
But not everyone can do that. I mean, I'm talking about, like, remember all the Parker Posey movies and Christopher Guest even? I don't know if those were or not, but like, I just feel like it's like it can't just be at film festivals, because then it's going to be
restricted,
preaching to the choir kind of thing. That's a little
true.
bit. Like, it needs to be able to have some reach.
Yeah, that is the problem, though.
Yeah. Like, I remember Sundance and IFC Channel growing up. That's all it was indie films, where I was finding out about all sorts of different walks of life. And now I am finding out all about Comedy Bang Bang.
Well, yeah, podcasts are definitely huge. You should have your own podcast, actually.
I kind of would want to.
Yeah,
and then
try
just
to
like
make your own
interview
podcast.
people.
God, think of all the
I
things
would be
you would
scared,
say.
though. I know. I have no fucking filter, dude. I would get myself in so much trouble.
I just thought about it. I'm like, oh my God, don't do it. Don't do it. You'll say things. You're going to, like, all your family and friends are going to be mad at you.
Mortified. Oh my God. You know why? Like, I just figured this out, Chelsea. When I was younger, my parents always told me, like, I had to be careful what I said because my dad was a diplomat.
Backfired.
Yeah, so now I, like, have no fucking filter. I don't like to be told not to say certain things.
Well, anyway, thanks for calling, and hopefully, hopefully this film will be made and you'll get to see it.
Yes, it's going to be
Yay!
made. No matter what,
I
it's
hope
going to
it
be
is.
made.
I'm sure it will be.
Yeah. Well, write me a message. Tell me what you think, because the short film is also on my site, and that's what the feature is. The feature is based on the short film.
Okay, awesome. I'll check it out right now.
Thank you.
Bye. Oops, cut her off. Sorry, my friend. 4,000 degrees in the studio at the moment.
I wish actually if we could call my mom now, that would be pretty funny.
What are you going to ask her about?
I would probably ask her about what she feels about the fact that I'm making a film, or that my short film had like cutting and like eating disorders in it.
Okay, let's call her.
Let's see if she's around. Oh, you have to call from there?
Call from.
James.
Didn't we already talk
To
to
accept, press 1. To
Yeah,
send
see
a
if my
voicemail,
dad's
press
home.
2.
James, you ever date a bitch with an eating disorder?
Hello?
James, did you ever date a bitch with an eating disorder?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Or you didn't know?
That's right. Sometimes they could be very stealthy. Such as one time I was at
He said one time.
One time I was at Cafe 101 and I was in the bathroom stall and someone came into the stall next to me and puked so expertly. Like it wasn't like they were sick and it was like retching and then they were like bloop. And then they flushed, and I like looked at the shoes to see who it was because I wanted to look when I got out. When I get out, I see who the girl is. It's like this beautiful blonde modelly girl. She's with a bunch of her friends, and you would never, you know what I mean? I mean, I guess you would think that she was probably bulimic, but it was just crazy because it was so clearly habitual and like it was gross, James.
Well,
okay,
that
her
sounds
pain,
like a Seinfeld episode.
huh?
I said that sounds like a Seinfeld episode when Jerry was dating that girl, and then she kept throwing up all the food, so he didn't want to pay for the dinners because she was throwing it up right after. Do you remember that one?
No. Do you know I've never seen Seinfeld? I've seen like one episode of Seinfeld.
Wait, for real?
For realio.
Damn.
I have a television disorder.
That's crazy.
No, it's really a trip. You know, I wasn't really raised on TV. I've watched more TV since moving to LA than I ever did in my life.
Yeah, I watch TV all the time, so I'm well versed on the Seinfeld.
All right, James. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Phone or not. But suffice it to... Oh, we were going to call your mom.
Oh, good. My mom's home. My dad just said she's home.
How do I do it?
I'm doing fine. I just checked my page.
Chaiko?
Hello, Joe.
Chaiko?
And I got your message.
Hello. Hi, Mom.
How are you, Chaiko?
It's me and
Where are
Chelsea.
you?
Me and Chelsea.
Oh, what are you all up to?
We're doing Chelsea's podcast.
Another one?
Yes. Mom, we're talking.
That's how I feel. Trust me. We're all on the same page there.
Chelsea, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I just got back from Peru.
Oh, wow.
I haven't even unpacked yet.
How was the food? I actually love Peruvian food.
Oh, the food is always good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that ceviche?
Yeah, it's ceviche at Tisco.
What else is a typical food from there?
Oh, it's all those drinks, right? They have great avocado. I have grilled fish. I have what else?
Mom.
Some kind of fruit from the jungle or the selva called aguaymanto.
Mom.
Yes, Pickle.
I just saw you on Facebook. So, Mom, I'm on Chelsea's podcast because we're talking about my film and the Kickstarter and eating disorders. And
Yeah.
I saw on Facebook you put, I support my daughter Chaiko in this project. But, Mom,
What
you're,
am I right? If I
you're
don't write
supposed-
anything more.
Mom, you're
Don't write
supposed to,
anything more.
you're supposed
I
to
want
back
write
it
more.
and give money, not
You know
just
where this is going, so don't write anything.
not just say I support my daughter. You're supposed to pledge money.
You know what?
I told your father to send you some money. I'm
She's
pledging
reducing the
$1,000.
stigma, you ingrate. It's called accepting your loved ones
Thank you, Mom.
and publicly
I
endorsing.
told his father send me the money to you before I left. I come back, he don't send it. I say, you send the money here now.
Mom?
Echo.
Now, do you like to be called Mrs. Omawale, or do you prefer Joan?
Joan is fine.
Joan, do you think you're going to ask Chico for money in your old age?
Is that what this was? You know, I said the same thing to Omar. I said, my God, I better be able to look after myself in my old age.
Listen, don't write that on the comments of the Kickstarter.
I would never write something like that.
Mom, this film could be my ticket.
Hi. Anyway, how are you guys? How is California?
It's very good. It's very good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nicer than
Who are you talking to, Wally? Who are you talking to?
yeah, super.
I don't know who he's talking to.
He's not
Anyway.
responding to you.
Auntie
Mom?
Grace is coming up tonight, driving up from Miami. She and Christine Fox and Christine's child, one of her children.
Uh-huh. Hey, Mom?
Yes, Jacob?
What did you think when I first told you that I had a problem with food?
I didn't believe you. I don't think I believed.
Why not?
I remember, Chico. I don't remember. When did you tell me it first?
I think maybe in 2008, because that's when I started.
Oh, after we moved from New York.
Yeah. Remember I told you I had an eating disorder? I don't remember what you said, but I think you probably thought I was nuts.
Keep moving.
No, I don't know if I disbelieve, but I didn't take it lightly, and I wasn't dismissive. Just put it that way.
What is your husband talking about on the?
Oh no, who he's talking to?
He's
talking to somebody on his phone.
He's
messing. This house phone.
He's messing up our recording. We're trying to have this capture this heartfelt moment between you and Chico.
Listen. I saw this movie. Don't record this part. Have you guys seen this movie called The Other Woman?
No.
No.
Oh, Jesus, you've got... I saw it on the way to Panama? Yes, and on the way back in the same movie show. It is funny. You have to see. Well, I think it's funny. It's about some hotshot guy, in these big startup companies. Anyway, he has, big the wife is at home and so on. Anyway, he has this mistress who is a hotshot lawyer. And she invites him to come to have dinner with her dad. And she gets a call from him saying, oh, the plumbing is under... He has a problem with plumbing. He's, of course, married. And the very evening, his wife, he was supposed to have gone out with his wife, so he forgot he had made that arrangement. So that's how he calls the mistress and said, well, something is flooded. He has this problem with the plumber. So the girlfriend dresses up in this nice, short, hot outfit of plumbing with a hat and comes with a plunger and knocks on the door. And he says she's coming to fix the plumbing. And who opens the door but his wife? It's funny. And I mean, that's not the funniest part.
Where am I? I need water.
Chico.
Wait, it's just so funny.
That was Chelsea, not me, Mom.
No, that was Chico. She pressed that button.
Which one of you? Which one of you laugh alike now? This is crazy. Who else is there?
Just us and a couple people.
Oh my God, no, I'm not going to say anything more. You've got to see that movie.
But seriously, is it hard to have a daughter who does soul-searching personal work in a public forum?
If it's hard to have a daughter like that, you mean, how do I feel about having Chico opening up?
Yeah.
When I say these things to Malika, Malika says, Mommy, it's part of her art.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Part of her brand.
Mom, what did you think? What did you
I'm
think
so
when you
afraid
saw? What did you say to Dad when you saw all my
because I'm afraid
videos?
it gets spoken to the whole world. So I'm very careful what I say.
Yeah, I'm not the best at keeping shit inside.
No. So when you say, "Oh, you never talk to me," I'm never got talking to you. It's talking to the globe, universe. Anyway, it sometimes is a little. You feel a little vulnerable, Chelsea. If I can answer that question. So,
but I don't put anything about
I
you
hold
guys in
back
my
on
film.
what I say, I've learned not to say much. Nor do I want to write anything on Facebook. So that's why I said I support my daughter in this project. Because maybe if I wrote, you know what I mean, what I wanted, I just saw Jonna's note. It was quite nice, actually.
Mom.
But I don't see anything else. You said look below and you see some other whatever. I didn't see anything else.
I have to teach you how to do Facebook, Mom.
When are you coming? You know, I told your father to go visit you in September because I'm traveling again. Either the first or the second month, almost the whole month of September.
You're being recorded live, Mom. Hey, you know how many fans Chelsea has? Everybody's listening to you right now, Mom.
That was such a mom. This is the most mom to the max moment we just heard. Like, my mom does this too. She starts talking about her schedule in that same exact voice and tone. Oh my God, that was perfect.
God, and I hope none of my colleagues at work hearing me griping.
Mom, have you watched Chelsea on TV?
When?
Huh? You said
Which
when?
one?
Which one?
Which one? What is it? Brooklyn 99?
Yes.
99?
Remember when you guys came to set and met Andre Brower?
Yeah.
That was fun, right?
Did you, it's changed to Sunday, right?
Yeah, it has, yeah. This is perfect promotion, actually. It's as if we were just working in total, you know, you get it.
It has started back?
Not yet, no.
In September, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw it advertised when I was in New York. Changed to Sunday.
Yes. Same shift, different day is what they've been saying, I think. Which I just think they should say the time on these posters. I mean, you know what I mean?
I didn't get it. When I saw that, I didn't know what that meant.
I know. I think that it's weird. It's not on... It's September 28th at 8:30.
Oh.
Sunday.
Did it say the time?
They didn't.
I don't remember seeing the time.
No, each poster...
I remember seeing...
It's like you actually have to be a detective to figure out the time and the day. Each poster has one clue. This one says it's Sundays on Fox. This one says it returns September 28th, and we need to find the one that says what time.
Okay. So what are you up to now, Chelsea?
Well, it's hot. It's really hot in this room. Do you like AC or do you prefer natural air?
No. I like to feel very cool. I like AC and I like being very cool and then cover up.
You do or don't like that?
I do.
Like all the guys.
See, I just feel like isn't that kind of really wasteful of energy if like you make it freezing and then you put on really warm clothes? I mean, here's the thing. Me and Chico both like in the winter heat the house up
to 90 degrees.
Just so hot and then run around in like shorts. But in the summer, I like a little AC to take the humidity out, but I don't want it to be like a refrigerator in the house, you know?
Oh, I hear you. It doesn't have to be a refrigerator, but in the summer you need to feel cool, yeah.
Yeah.
In the winter, you need to feel, it needs to be the same temperature throughout. So not too hot, not too cold. This is the same thing in my life.
Moderate. Maybe we should call this episode AC and Eating Disorders. Seems to be the prevailing theme.
My mom said, oh, God.
Hot and cold.
Mom, you know people in Jamaica have eating disorders, too? I know somebody that has one. I'm not going to say her name. And she can't talk to anybody.
I don't need to know anybody's name. I'm sure that a lot of people have eating disorders, Chico, and it's hidden. That's, you know.
I know. I just felt like everybody thinks it's like an American thing. I feel like that's what you might have thought when I first told you.
You forgot that I studied nutrition?
Well, did you study eating disorders?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
But you study everything.
No.
Nothing to do with that. Yeah, but Malika says I did it so long ago, I don't know what I'm talking about. So,
Uh-oh.
let it be. I just went to buy exercise clothes when I came off the plane. I buy exercise clothes, and I went to buy a gift for my friend's birthday.
Mom.
Mom? Am I still on this recording?
Yeah,
business?
I'm gonna call you later on my phone. Okay.
Off.
We have to call you from a different. I'll call you later. Okay, Mom.
Come back to LA. Come visit us again.
Come visit.
When? Yes, it's true. I really. Yeah, we'll have to come back. So what you doing, Chelsea? Just making podcasts today?
Please save that as a soundbite.
How is your brother?
They're all good. The whole family's good. I'm making podcasts, trying to do it once a week, but working, the hours are pretty long at work, so. Sometimes I miss a week here and there, but I'm a really good friend of Chico, and I just really, I really just wanted, I'll never forget how you guys sheltered us during the tragedies in New York, and then sheltered us in West Orange, New Jersey, in your family home, and I'm indebted forever to the Omawale family, and so. I just wanted to help Chico here promote her Kickstarter and give a voice to this silent and deadly disease.
It is indeed silent.
Silent but deadly, would you say?
Silent and deadly. There was something on BBC just this week about that. I don't remember. And they're actually doing, this girl gave her DNA, and they're collecting thousands of DNA to see if there is something in the DNA which causes anorexia. I don't remember her name. She's Christina Chico.
What?
Just last week.
I've been trolling the internet to try and find out about cutting and other things and black girls with eating disorders. That's what I've been up to.
Okay.
I keep trying to tell Chico that she should make a comedy.
You know what? Nobody thinks I'm funny except for you, Chelsea. Bert told me specifically that I only find myself funny. And he was like, that thing you did with Whitney, I don't know what's wrong with you, Chico.
Oh, man.
He was like, that's
Time
not
to break
funny.
Up. Time to break up.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, look, I just got a backer, Chelsea.
Who?
The girl that we talked to earlier.
Oh, that's nice.
That's sweet. Thank you. All right, Mom. Bye.
Okay, Chico. Bye, Chelsea. Chelsea, are you cooking? Gosh, what are you cooking today? Turn off the recording, man.
What did I cook? Well, I went out and had some sushi today. Hopefully that's relatable. But I also, I don't know if I'm going to cook. I don't have time, but I've been cooking a ton lately. And one thing I cooked recently that was new for me was eggplant.
Oh, really? How did you do it?
I got some little striped bulb eggplants. I cut them in half. I put the oven, I forget if it was 350 or 400. I rubbed them in olive oil. I put sea salt and pepper, and then I roasted them in the oven. And then I put a little bit of rice vinegar and some chopped up parsley on top.
Good.
And we ate it. And some sesame seeds. No parsley, sesame seeds.
Oh, that sounds
rice
really...
vinegar and sesame seeds on top. It was delicious.
Yes, that sounds really, really, really good.
It was really good. I was psyched. So, yeah. And anyway, I'm really excited because the stunt guy for our show just won an Emmy. He won for doing stunts for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh, wow. So shout out to Stunts Unlimited. He's the coolest guy, Norm. He gave me a hat that I wear all the time that is so fresh to death. And I think you know what I'm talking about, Joan. It's black. It's got cool writing on it. And I'm just so happy he won. And his whole family is in the stunt business. Like his daughter and son do stunts. And he's like sitting there working on stunts with him with them behind the scenes. So I'm always really into family businesses.
That's really nice. Oh, congratulations.
What business would be the best Omawale business to go into?
That requires some thought.
Well, both of you guys are both public health.
What'd you say?
I don't know if those two words go together.
Uh-oh. You might be more revealing than you think you are, Mom.
Hey, guys. Love you. Take
Okay,
care.
thanks. Bye, Joan. Love you too. Bye.
Delete some of the things.
Use that too. Bye. Delete some of the things is great. What a masterful call. Well, do people want to see the movie yet? Is their appetite whetted for the movie?
Watching you is so entertaining, Chelsea.
Why do you think I do a podcast and not a video? I can't give away all my secrets. Oh, it's a stifling 800 degrees here in Staples Center. I'm about to melt into the floor here and have myself be memorialized in the floorboards here as NBA players will walk all over my body. Some would call this a life dream. Others would call it a tragic death. What have we learned today? We've learned that binging doesn't necessarily result in puking. We've learned some people just go work out and just shit it out. And sometimes they don't shit. Sometimes they do shit. We've learned that anorexia is not a fascination of Chico's as much as binging is, and that fits your personality. You know who I think is anorexic a lot of times? Very controlling people, but you're controlling too. But like a lot of times I think anorexics like are very like stylish.
Thanks, Chelsea.
But don't you think like, I'm not talking about models, but I think like girls that are super into fashion
could be anorexic.
Tend toward that. Yeah, like there's just like a lot of them that wear the tiny ass jeans and like there's just a personality type. And I also feel like anorexic people are always eating like a burger or chocolate, you know, like or candy or cake, and it's like, yeah, because they're not eating like for 3 days straight and then they eat, right? It seems like that.
They have
me.
all kinds. I know some pretty like big overweight people who are also anorexic and bulimic because they just do everything.
Yeah,
they just go in and out of it.
That's what you call going the extra mile.
Doing it all.
If you could have your dream mental illness.
Oh, God. Lord have mercy. What would it be, actually? I think I'd want to be so fucking crazy that, like, I just didn't even know I was crazy. Like, I would just be, like, talking to, like, people and animals and creatures and like locked up in a mental institute. Like not halfway crazy, just all the way crazy.
If you could choose when you die, if you're going to then have a spirit that watches over the world or that everything just ceases to exist, what would you choose?
Huh.
These take some thought.
It's so hard for people to do Jamaican accents.
Yeah, no,
it's so
I can't
funny
do it
to me.
But you know what else I can't do? The Puerto Rican princess from Love and Hip Hop. I can't do her accent even remotely.
I haven't watched that yet.
She's got such a specific accent and I can't fuck with it at all. Like not even to make a joke about something she said, it just sounds incoherent. Making some plans for tonight. Real Hollywood shit that no one would relate to. Oh, life. Anyways, so there was another question I was going to ask you.
You know, I just thought about how before... Well, when did you know I had an issue, actually? Did you know from the beginning?
Well, I always thought the exercise was a little out of control, but I tend to be judgmental. So I was like, well, maybe it's just that I'm not into it. But you were really getting like, you were just
I had a broken
obsessed.
heart too, though.
You were obsessed.
Yeah, I was. But it was
And,
helping my heartbreak.
You know, I feel like everyone who goes to spin class, I feel like 90% of those people have eating and or personality disorders. So I just feel like there's certain exercise. Like I've known a lot of people who exercise compulsively, and I've just never found it to be an attractive trait.
I always before I knew it was an issue, I used to like really think women who like worked out all the time were so cool. It's very strange to talk about something that's like kind of like ugly and like it's
either you're ready or you're not. But if you make this film, you're gonna be talking about it. I guess not. I guess some directors are very private and elusive.
Well, I'm not private, but the thing is like I think it would be like if I could talk about
or is it just for people who have
No. I think everybody will be into it. I mean,
So
I think if
how
you
are
remember being a teenager and like fucking hating your parents and like the first time you had sex or the first time like I know that there were certain girls that when I was younger, when I made friends with them, my whole world just changed. Like they just introduced me to like sometimes drugs, sometimes guys, but like just a whole other world that I didn't know about. And so like that sort of stuff I think is fun. I think anybody that kind of watched 13 and was into that movie would be into this. Did you watch 13?
Yes.
You weren't into it.
I wasn't into it.
Oh, okay. Why did you like it?
I honestly can't remember, but I just remember liking it.
I feel like it's a fascination and like you want to remember what it was like to be a teenager when you had all this angst, like even if you're in your 30s. So
how does angst go from angst into I need help? Like how can people decide when they've crossed the line with an eating issue?
I think when your ass is like fucked up, like when you hit rock bottom, basically is when you ask for help because you don't really have a choice. So
and what are signs of rock bottom for someone who's listening?
If you pass out, if you feel like you want to kill yourself, if you like end up in the mental institute because you've been taking like drugs to try and prevent yourself from eating, if you get into a situation where you're like all your relationships are fucked up because you've just been doing hella manipulative shit around food, and so you know you're just arguing with everybody and you get kicked out of your house. I mean, I think.
So I feel like the thing that people who may not have this specific issue will relate to is the feelings, not the exact circumstances.
Yeah.
So it's the feelings of feeling isolated or the feelings of
not being good enough,
like trying to be
somebody
perfect,
else,
or trying to be someone other than who you are, secretive and secrets and
thinking
lying.
that somebody else is like has everything, and then you like go after that person and you try and emulate that person, and then you find out they're as fucked up as you are.
Comparing their outsides with your insides.
Exactly.
Things of that nature.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, your Kickstarter can be located how? You said once, but let's go for it again. Solace. That's how I always think of it.
Solace.
Honestly, that's how I look at that
Really?
word. Yeah, I don't know why.
Because it's maybe that's
Solace.
It's solacefilm.com, and then that will take you to the Kickstarter.
It seems like Kickstarter links should be really easy.
But they're not. They're like
weird.
really long.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Not down with that at all. Let's get someone on that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're binging out there, if you're purging out there, if you're anorexing out there, if you're thinking about it, if you're doing a combo because you're a big mashup artist, stop it. Get some help. There is a problem. Maybe it's getting in the way of your happiness. Find a counselor, find a group therapy sitch, get help, or go watch Chico's film and then get help. Donate to the film to help others.
And there's a short film too, actually, so you can watch some stuff even before the feature's made.
Watch and judge. Welcome to showbiz.
I know, I'm waiting for all the fucked up comments.
Anyway, guys, if you're still listening, just watch those bitches. If you're dating them, watch them like hawks. Never trust. Never relax. Never think you know someone till you really know someone. And remember that no book can be judged by its cover.
Wow.
Okay, ready, steady, go.
Thank you for your love.